So today's video is going to be my 2015 beauty favourites. Now when I say beauty, I mean everything as well, like skincare and hair care. I just kind of want to do it all in one video to show you guys what I loved for the year of 2015. So I'll get into it straight away. There's a few things and I'll start with hair care because there's shampoo and conditioner dripping on my cover right now, so I'll do that first. The first favourite shampoo and conditioner I want to speak about is this Healing and Vitamin E shampoo and conditioner from OGX. I actually got this as a sample in one of my Bella boxes at one point. I can't remember what month it was, but they were little samples and I fell in love immediately. This is hands down the best smelling shampoo I've ever used. It's definitely my favourite shampoo of all time. I think they're like $9 each at Coles, so they're not the cheapest shampoo and conditioner, but they are fairly large. Like, they look really short, but they're very fat and stumpy. The shampoo lathers really well, considering it's more of a natural product. It lathers amazing, leaves my hair nice and shiny and clean, and then the conditioner really helps get rid of tangles in my hair. Because I have a lot of hair, there's a lot of it, I tangle very easily, and this kind of helps keep them at bay and keep my hair nice and smooth. So overall, these were my favourites for 2015. But I don't know if you guys noticed in my last Christmas haul video, but I actually dyed my hair about a month ago now. I got rid of all of the blonde in my hair. It's now just like a deep purpley kind of colour, and I needed a shampoo and conditioner that would take care of my colour. This shampoo and conditioner from L'Oreal is seriously the best colour and shampoo and conditioner I've ever tried. Like I said, I dyed my hair about a month ago and there's still a lot of colour in there. I don't know if you can see, but there's not any significant fade. Like, it still looks very fresh and very well kept. So definitely have nothing bad to say about these at all. Like I said, they're by L'Oreal and they are the ELVIVE or ELVIVE Colour Protect Shampoo and Conditioner. Now it claims that 80% of colour is preserved after 28 washes. Like I said, I've had my hair dyed for about a month now, so definitely I'd say 80% of it is preserved, if not more. Like, there's no blonde showing through anymore, and yeah, these are amazing. They were only like $6 as well from Kmart, I believe I got them, so they're really cheap. Again, they lather really well, they clean my hair amazing, they leave it nice and shiny. It needs a wash right now, but whenever I use these, it kind of makes it look like I just had my hair dyed. You know, that really hyper gloss? That's what this gives me, so I'm very happy with this shampoo and conditioner. Now I'll move on to skincare next. There is one random thing I really quickly want to show you guys though, and it's this deodorant. I know it's kind of weird to mention a deodorant in a 2015 favourites, but it's honestly the best deodorant I've ever used. So this one in particular is the Dove Clinical Protection. I've also used the Rexona version, and in my opinion they're both the exact same. This one here is Dove. It's one of those roll-on ones and it seriously keeps me dry all day. I don't stink, I don't sweat. On occasion I'll use my mum's sprays if I've run out of this, and I definitely noticed that I do start sweating. So these definitely work. They're about, I think, $11 to $15 each, which seems like a lot, but these will last me like 3 to 4 months. So there's definitely a lot of use out of them. And again, I cannot hype these enough. They are amazing, especially if you're a sweaty person like me. Now on to skincare. I quickly want to mention these face wipes. Now, I've used plenty of face wipes over the years. I use ones from Kmart. I've used expensive... I just dropped them. I've used expensive ones like L'Oreal. I've used heaps of different brands. Honestly, these Coles ones, these 4-in-1 cleansing wipes, which they're only like $1 to $2 each. I don't know, they're super cheap. These are honestly my favourite because they have the most amount of liquid soaked into the wipes, if that makes sense. There's been so many times where I've tried a new different type of cleansing wipe and you put it on your face and there's literally nothing in there. It feels like you're rubbing a dry cloth on your face. These are absolutely saturated in them and they remove my makeup better than anything ever has. Definitely my favourites, I have to admit it. They are amazing. I can't beat them. I've tried to because I think they aren't the prettiest packaging, but can't beat them. Another thing for removing makeup which was found in recent months is this Garnier Micellar cleansing water. Again, I did not expect to like this just because it's not really something that I've ever geared towards. I've always used my wipes and that's it, but occasionally, every now and then, I'll feel just really clogged up in my skin. I'll feel like there's makeup too deep in my pores for a wipe to get out. So what I'll do is I'll use this on a little just cleansing pad and you'd be surprised how much more this gets out. I think this works amazing. After I use it, it feels really smooth and soft. It doesn't leave a sticky residue or a film on my skin. If you've been wanting to try this, definitely give it a go. And then finally for skincare is this moisturizer here. Again, this was only a recent kind of discovery later on in the year, but it's definitely my all-time favorite moisturizer now. It's the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. Now, the formulation of this, which I showed you in my Christmas haul, is just like a gel. It's essentially how the name sounds. It's very, very lightweight, very smooth, and it goes into your skin so quickly. If you're someone like me who hates putting on moisturizer because it leaves that heavy, greasy feeling, this one is definitely one for you to try because you don't feel it on your skin. Once you've rubbed it in, it's gone, it's done its job. So very, very happy with this one. Again, it's only a recent development, but I love it too much not to mention it. So that was the Neutrogena Water Gel. Very quickly, I'll show you my favourite fragrance, and again, this is the same as my last year. It's the Alien by Thierry Mugler. I don't think I'm saying that name right, honestly. I don't know how to say his name, but this is what it looks like. It's a purple gem, and it's seriously, the perfume itself is a gem. It is amazing. This is actually refillable. You can remove the cap and have it refilled at like Maya or David Jones or some perfume store. So it's actually a refillable stone, which is amazing. I've had this now for so many years and I just keep getting it filled up. Cannot beat this perfume. It is seriously the most elegant but young but not overpowering but strong. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Every time I wear this, someone compliments me, and I don't know how else to sell it other than that. If you're after a new perfume, give this one a smell in store. Okay, now on to makeup. There's a few things that you guys would recognize from previous favorites. Of course, there's some things that I just cannot beat each year, but there are some new things that I do want to talk about. The first thing is a cult favorite of mine. It's something that you guys have seen all the time, but I cannot beat it. Again, it's a favorite this year, so I'm going to mention it. It's the Avon Skin Goodness. This used to be called the Avon Smooth Minerals, and they changed the name, so you would have seen this again in previous videos. It's a mineral foundation that makes your skin look naturally flawless, and by that I mean it doesn't cover your freckles, it won't cover, you know, any beauty spots that you have, but it will cover redness, it will cover uneven tones, it will do all the things that it should, but it still lets your natural face shine through. I had to mention it. I know you guys are probably sick of hearing it, but you cannot beat this, honestly. And as for concealer, I'm sure you guys could probably guess. Oh, it has a hair on it. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This one has been around for many years, but I only just recently got into it this year. I seriously cannot top this. I have used so many concealers over the years, and just recently I keep getting sent ones to try. And I'm sorry, but it does not beat this. It cannot beat it. This is seriously the smoothest but the nicest concealer I've ever used. I find that other concealers are really, really heavy feeling, especially under the eyes. This is where I particularly use it, so under the eyes. But when I put this one on, it's very lightweight, but it still provides that brightening and coverage effect. And honestly, like I said, I've tried so many more. I'm trying to get out of my like repetitive kind of routine, but I cannot top this one. Seriously, this one is the best concealer I've seen for under eye circles. I love it. Now on to brows. So brows was something that I just kind of got into this year. I suppose I should mention this one because it was my favorite for the majority of the year, and it's the Sleek Eyebrow Duo Kit. This is what it looks like, and obviously I've used the wax to death. It's completely empty unfortunately now, so it is time to say goodbye to this. It comes with a powder. The powder I didn't really enjoy too much, but the wax I definitely loved, as you can see. This was definitely a great kit for me to start with. It was something very easy to use, and it definitely lasted all day. I felt like the wax didn't move, it just kind of stuck in place and made my brows look good all day. So as a starter kit, this was definitely really, really good. But then in recent months, I actually bought this a while ago, but I've only just started using it, and honestly it trumps that Sleek one. It's the CHICHI Brow Pomade in dark brown. So essentially this is kind of like a spin-off of the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, but it is a fraction of the price. It's the exact same product though. So again, it's kind of like a wax, but it's more soft like a mousse. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not as, I guess, sticky and hard as a wax, but it's a little bit softer. It definitely stays in place though. It's what I'm wearing on my brows today and what I have been wearing for a while now. Love this. Love, love, love. As for my eyes, there's a very typical favourite. It's my favourite mascara of all time. This is the Maybelline Colossal Cat Eyes Mascara. Again, I cannot top this one. I try plenty of mascaras throughout the year, and I keep coming back to this one. I keep repurchasing this one, so I figured it was worth a mention. I think I've talked about it enough to you guys so that you know all about it, so I won't blabber on now. But yeah, it's just the best at lengthening, separating and volume. Cannot beat it, seriously. However, there is a new favourite, and this one again is only recent. I only found it in, I think, November. It's the Maybelline Hyper Sharp Wing Liner, and this one is kind of like a similar spin-off to the Master Precise, which was my favourite, but this, however, is now my favourite. The reason why this one has overtaken the Master Precise is because it's actually a little bit blacker on the skin. So I found with the Master Precise it would go grey after a while, whereas this one stays dark black. The tip of it, as you might have seen in my Maybelline first impression videos, the tip of it is a flat one rather than just like a simple liner looking one. It's actually flat on one side, so you have the choice of doing thick or thin. And I find the tip is a little bit easier to work with. So this is definitely my new favourite liner. Again, wearing it on my face today. And yeah, I actually find this easier to use, better to use, and I'm totally happy with it. So that one's a new favourite. I'm very happy to say I've got a new favourite. And very quickly before I move on, I wanted to mention this brow gel. This one is the Lash and Brow Gel Mascara from Essence. Mine looks disgusting, as you can see, but it's essentially a clear brow gel. I've been using this on my brows, especially on days when I have my hair up, just because some hairs will tend to fall down and fall out of place. This keeps them nice and in place, but not crunchy, not as if you got hairspray all through them. I figured I'd give that one a mention. It's only a couple of dollars, so definitely a very good brow mascara. And then the final things are lips and nails. Now for lips, there's really only one thing that I stuck with throughout the whole year. It's this Maybelline lipstick in Tantalizing Taupe, which this one is a brand new one because I finally used up my old one. This is a shade I really loved all throughout the year, through winter, summer, everything. It's a taupey based nude, so it doesn't look too orangey or yellowy. It's a nude without being too nude. It still gives you a bit of shade and colour so that you don't look like you're dead. So I thought I'd better mention it. It's pretty much my everyday one now. So that was the Tantalizing Taupe by Maybelline. And then the final two are nail polishes. This first one is an Essie polish. Now this colour in particular is my favourite in my collection, but overall Essie has been one of my favourite brands, I should say, for the year of 2015. Essie I find is really good quality. I find that it wears nicely on the nails, it doesn't chip too quickly, and I personally love the way the bottle looks. I know that sounds really superficial, but the way that looks on my shelf looks really pretty. Also, their shade selection is amazing. It's probably the best one. This one in particular, if you're wondering, is called Bikini So Teeny, and again, that's my favourite shade that I own from Essie. However, there is one with better wear, and it's the Maybelline Superstay Gel Nail Colour 7-Day Wear. And when they say 7 days, they actually mean 7 days. So for example, for my Essie polishes, I'll probably get 4 to 5 days and then I'll have to remove it and start again. This one, however, I get 7 days minimum, and I would hands down have to say this would be my favourite nail polish if they had more shades. This one here is my favourite shade. This one is Eternal Lilac. I think there's like 10 shades or something. If they seriously came out with more, like as many as Essie for example, I would not use any other nail polish. This is seriously the longest wearing nail polish I've ever tried. But yeah, that was all my favourites for 2015. So like I said, there were a few regular favourites, but I did have some new things that I wanted to show you guys. So I'm glad that I did try some new things this year. But yeah, that's everything for my yearly favourites. So hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing this, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.